Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Saturday Night 5. Full disclosure, sorry about last week. I recorded it on time, but by the time I was editing it, I took a little nap, which I shouldn't have did. And then by the time it took me to upload it, and my internet being what it is, and then excuse me, and then it was just another late upload, and I apologize. But this time it's not gonna be late because I'm doing it. We're doing it now. We're doing it early enough, and I'm gonna edit it during the day so that it comes out at a decent time, probably on 7 o'clock Eastern time. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that's when it comes out. Full disclosure number 2, I have an itch. Full disclosure number 2, for the last 20 minutes, there is something flying around the workroom, and I've been trying to kill it. I think this is a dragonfly. I don't know. I don't like any flies. I don't like any bugs. I hate them. I can't. I'm sorry, people, but the first 2 times I tried to start this, the thing would get attracted to the light and then come to the light, and then I was trying to whack it with this, and then, but didn't work. So now, and it was by the door earlier, and now I don't know. Now I have no idea where it is. So I'm going to be paranoid the whole episode, but today, actually this month, it's WrestleMania month. Excuse me. Oh, God. So yeah, it's WrestleMania month. I can't do that anymore. So it's WrestleMania month. What that means is we're going over my 5 favorite matches from both WrestleManias that I attended live, starting with WrestleMania 24. 2008. WrestleMania 24, 2008. Orlando, Florida. Very first WrestleMania I attended live. Happened on just by chance. You wasn't expecting of going, being with, we also had plans that weekend for what was an annual Fort Lauderdale trip to Fort Lauderdale / Delray Beach, which we still went on, but the same week, WrestleMania week, okay? Story time real quick. My dad worked for Mears Transportation Company. I guess that whole time or whatever, his office was across the street from the Citrus Bowl building, now known as Camping World Stadium, but formerly the Citrus Bowl. And I guess Mears Transportation helped WWE move some stuff to the building or to and from the building, or people to and from, I don't know whether it be workers or wrestlers or what. I don't know. Long story short, my dad ended up with comp tickets to WrestleMania. But I'm talking like way up in the cheap seats. That's what my hat's. Way up in the cheap seats. Unfortunately, I've also spent some time trying to find said pictures on my computer. I failed. Possibly on my parents' computer. Do I want to go tomorrow morning and look on my parents' computer for the pictures, only to preempt the possibility of, well, no, if I do it early enough, I could. But I don't know that I feel that I want to. So it depends, if I just use, stock photos or regular photos from the event or my own, it's soon to come. But I was like in the nosebleeds, guys. I was way up there. Second bowl. I was in the highest possible place you can be. The highest level you can be. And it was very like the atmosphere, and it was packed. And just trying to, it wasn't a seat, it was like a bench. It was the bleachers, essentially. That's what it was. But I'm telling you, we were way, way up there. I mean, guys, come on. It was insane. But the fun thing was, so I'm about to get ready for work, to go to work. My dad's getting home from work. We cross paths. He hands me tickets. He goes, "You want to go to WrestleMania this weekend?" I'm in shock. I'm like, "What?" Hands me tickets. Looked at the tickets. WrestleMania? What? Of course I want to go to WrestleMania. Why wouldn't I? So me, my dad, and my brother went. But the day of WrestleMania is when we were coming back from Del Rey in Fort Lauderdale. So, got stuck in traffic a little bit. Missed the Battle Royal pre-show. Missed the national anthem. Trying to find a parking spot, by the way. It was pretty packed by the time we got over there. And missed the first half of the first match, which was the Belfast Brawl between Finlay and Bradshaw. But once we got to our seats finally, and it was just breathtaking and surreal that we were actually live at WrestleMania. Now, totally different story for our second WrestleMania we attended live, but we'll get to that when it comes. Right now, here is my top 5 favorite matches from WrestleMania 24. So I went number 5. Number 5, as mentioned earlier, Fit Finlay versus Bradshaw in the Belfast Brawl. Now, I know, so here's the thing. So yes, I missed the first half live. We got there mid first match, We're watching it halfway through the match already. But back home, we had it recorded. So we watched back what we missed and everything like that. So yeah. Hell of a fight. These two went at it. Poor Swaddle got a trash can hurled at his ass. That was Jesus. I mean, he yeeted that shit. JBL did. He just right at him. Oh my God, it was insane. That was an insane spot. But even though JBL came out on top, like I said, it was entertaining match. To kick off Mania, get everyone hyped, and yeah. Great start to the show. Honestly, to be honest with you, this pay-per-view, it's kind of hard to pick 5 matches. I had 4. I had the 4 in mind. It was that one match, that final match, this spots match, that I was like, well, what am I going to do? So it was between this match, or this one, between Show and Mayweather. And gotta be honest, that was kind of, I wasn't impressed with that match, I gotta say. And the way he won, come on. Boxer needed a chair to win. You should legit, nah, it's stupid. That's dumb. Dumb. I don't know. I didn't really like it. So, I did like the Belfast Ball, though. So that's why I included that. And all due respect to the ladies, there was a light malfunction in that match. The lights went off at one point, and Snoop Dogg was fucking sleeping in the chair, for God's sakes. Missed his cue. The Lumberjill match. I mean, it was, it was, could have been better. Could have been better for the ladies. And then Umaga and Batista, I was at the merch stand. I'll show you what I got in a little bit later. Well, I got this shirt. I got this shirt as one of the things. And then something else later I'll show you. And then after that match was the ECW title match. Okay, good. I still had some time because I didn't really care for that match. All of a sudden, next thing you know, bell rings. Den. What? So, and then I need to hurry my ass down, or back up, rather, to the to my seat, because next was Michaels and Flair, and I wasn't going to miss that one. So, but, so yeah, if I had to choose a fifth match, opening Belfast Ball is that match that I liked. I enjoyed. Even though I missed half of it live, but yeah. Number four, Undertaker versus Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship. Great match. I like the story heading into this. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, as you know, Taker's WrestleMania streak is something historic. However, Edge, I'm pretty sure, was out of a streak of his own. I'm pretty sure by this Mania he was 4-0, if I'm not mistaken. And it was basically streak versus title. Streak won. And, well, actually, the streak continued. No, that wasn't the streak. Because then, who's streak? I just said they were both undefeated. Duh! What I meant was, Taker won. Taker won the title. Pretty sure via submission, if I'm not mistaken. I'll fix it in post if I'm wrong. But also in this match, you had the spot with the ref getting knocked out. So here comes Charles Robinson running down that long ass ramp. Oh man! But while the ref was knocked out, the other ref was knocked out. You had Cardona and Myers, aka Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, come out, try to help Edge, and I believe it was Matt that got chokeslammed onto Kurt. Well, to Brian, but Kurt Hawkins. Zack got chokeslammed onto Kurt, I think, or vice versa. But I'm pretty sure it was Zack on to Kurt. Matt onto Brian. It's hard to say because I know him as Matt and Brian now, but nevertheless, it's a great match. Now, post-match, Pyro, well, you didn't see, but you might have known, a little bit of a pyro malfunction when Taker's Pyro was going off. And our side didn't get it as bad as the other side that I saw in a video. But I don't know. I think one of the pyros that was shooting towards the ring somehow broke off the path that was supposed to go down and then just went haywire into the crowd. Unfortunately, our section, a few rows behind me, guy I think got burned. He had to take the shirt off to make sure he wasn't, on fire or nothing. Right near us, a water bottle was set on fire from one of the sparks. And people are, stepping on it. But like, you pour water on it, dumbass. You don't step on it, and you might, kick it around. I don't know. People were dumb. But, so yeah, it was crazy. Crazy post, show, not seen on camera. All I can think about was, man, if we got hit with that, could you imagine the money we can get? No, I didn't say that. Just kidding. But that was crazy. That's crazy pyro incident. Hopefully, no one was left. I really don't. I really don't know how people were left after that. Nevertheless, that was number 4. Right now, let's go to number 3. Number 3, you can't see me. John Cena versus Triple H versus the champion, Randy Orton. Triple threat match. These 3, throughout the year, epic battles, crazy stuff. Between the 3 individuals, great match, great spots, but in the end, Orton retained his title. It's been a while since I watched this battle. I really should have watched this prior to making this video, but then again, I recently decided what the themes were going to be for this month's videos, so that's why it was too late. I mean, there was not enough time. There'll be plenty of time after this, but not right now before it. So, yeah, but great stuff by all 3 guys. Very entertaining match. And I liked it a lot. And I didn't want Triple H to win. I wanted Orton to win. Because I wasn't, I was tired of Triple H. I was tired of Cena at this point. I definitely wanted Orton to win. So, it was a great match. From what I remember. Number 2. The Money in the Bank ladder match. This is when the Money in the Bank ladder match happened at WrestleMania and not its own pay-per-view. CM Punk came out on top. But what a match. CM Punk defeated, Shelton Benjamin, Carlito, Chris Jericho, Mr. Kennedy, MVP, and John Morrison. He defeated 6 other guys to become Mr. Money in the Bank the first time. Pretty sure he won the following year too, making him the 2-time Money in the Bank winner. And that's what launched his career in WWE when he wasn't wrestling for ECW at the time. WWE ECW, I should say. Because after that, he, his career just, went up from there. Eventually winning the title. A few months later, I believe. I can't remember when, but it was great match. A lot of cool spots, a lot of great spots. Shelton with the dive, someone, dive off the ladder onto the. It was either a springboard or it was off the ladder onto the people below on the outside. Pretty sure Toledo backtracked someone on the ladder. Matt Hardy came in, causing MVP to lose, I believe, when he twisted fate to hit MVP from the ladder, if I'm not mistaken. But in the end, CM Punk reigned supreme, and he left with the money in the bank briefcase. Yeah. But of all the matches that I just named, there was only one that was my favorite, which ironically, funny enough, I mentioned on the show before. Only in that list, it was number 5. But on this list, it's number 1. And if you know, you know. So I think it's a no-brainer. But let's find out right now. The career-threatening match between Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair. Flair's career on the line. It was time. It was time to put Flair down. The story, the build-up. By the way, the episode I was referring to in that last July, I did my top 5 favorite Shawn Michaels matches that he won. I will leave that link in the description below from that episode. But you can also find it within this playlist and within the Saturday Night 5 playlist and everything. But it'll be just easier if I sent you a direct link. Talked about it. Loved the story. Loved the build-up. Loved the match. Shawn basically carried Flair through this match, but it was still a pretty damn good match for what it was. And then, of course, that epic ending to the match. Ah, man. Flair, emotional. HBK, emotional. Flair, tell him, come on, do it. Shawn, I'm sorry. I love you. Super hit. And, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Flair's career, in-ring career in WWE is over. Till he fucked it up and wrestled for TNA. But, damn guy couldn't just stay retired. But whatever. But then the night I addressed is when Shawn retired. You know what? Never mind. We don't talk about that match. Anyways. So, yeah, great match. Great entrances. Great video package. Leave the memories alone. I will admit, was a bit emotional the next night on Raw with Flair's farewell, because it's a legend in this business. For him not to be able to wrestle anymore, it was kind of emotional. And like I said, he ruined it when he wrestled in TNA, but again, I digress. He's Flair. What you gonna do? Space Mountain, woo! Wheeling, dealing, kiss stealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a bitch. Anyways, Woo! All right. That's enough. But I'll tell you what. Of all the matches that happened that night, it wasn't Taker versus Edge. It wasn't the triple threat match. And it damn sure wasn't Big Show and Merriweather on the front page of the Orlando Sentinel the next day on the paper. The front page. Just so happened to be Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels. Yes, this is the Orlando Sentinel. We bought the day after. Flair diving on to the thing, the spot never worked. The spot never worked, and it worked that night when he jumps off the top. Because normally he gets thrown off the top. But it finally worked that night. Crossbody. I believe that's what he was going for. It looks like it was a crossbody. On to Shawn. My God. So good. Such a good night. Such a good match. I can't. The emotion in the arena, by the way, it was incredible. Also to note, this is what else I bought for the merch stand. WrestleMania 24 program. I looked through it right now, but I don't want to. Old school loader on the back. Yeah. So very, very cool stuff. First Mania. Now my ticket stub, I think is what my concert tickets. I'm not 100% sure. But, yeah, I don't know, to be honest with you. And I don't know about the, like I said, if I can somehow get to my parents' computer tomorrow, I'll post pictures of that Mania. Put them in here. Use them for the video. If not, I'll just use regular pics I find online. But yeah, there you have it. Top 5 favorite WrestleMania 24 matches. Oh, by the way, fun fact. With way better seats than us, do you know who else was at that very arena that same night? The future Mrs. Jeff Manali. Yeah, that's right. My wife Jasmine was there in the audience as well. We were in the same place at the same time. 2 totally different sections. She actually had lower section. She was, she had like the middle. She had better seats than we did, honestly. Because hers was looking straight at the ring from, not hard cam, but she was looking straight at the entrance. So there's the entrance, there's the ring, there's them. You know what I mean? That was probably a poor, okay, I'm looking at you. You're the entrance. Entrance, ring, them. You see what I'm talking about? That was their view. Center. I don't know how else to put it. Lower center, across from the ring. Which, by the way, I'll tell you what, we were lower 10 years later for WrestleMania 34. Which was our second WrestleMania that we attended live. And this time, it was me, my brother, and Jasmine. So we went together. But that was New Orleans. And that will be talked about in the next episode in 2 weeks. So until then, thank you for watching another edition of Saturday Night 5. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. See you later. Where's that damn guy? So I went number 5. There it is! Oh God, I think I got it! I think I got it. I think I got it. Hold on. I don't know. I don't see it. Fuck. No, wait. Fuck. Hold on. I don't think I got it. Number 5. Number 5. Shit. Yeah, rev it up a little more, jackass.